Hey everyone, if you like our content and want to help us grow our channel, you can support us on Patreon, where you also get exclusive behind the scenes content. Otherwise, follow us on these social media platforms where you can help support us. A little goes a long way. Enjoy the rest of this video.
Go, 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 go.
Hey everyone again, and this is Nonocat back with another review. Today we've got something pretty cool. So this is the Sig M17. Got the gun here. So this is a Sig Air VFC Sig Pro Force VFC M17 gas blowback pistol. But let's just get into it. So we've got the mags, we've got the box, authentic weight, balance and handling. Let's pop it open. So you can see quite a generic sort of VFC sort of packaging, but with all these Sig Sauer sort of markings and everything. So the back looks kind of cool, and we're gonna thank Black Arms Tactical from Hong Kong for sorting me out with this particular unit. So what does it say here? This is the green gas model that we have. Yeah, let's get into it. Right. VFC plastic. So with the VFC pistols, they actually come covered in oil. So a bit of microfiber cloth, just to wipe that down, clean that up. And got the nice Sig M17 P320. So the finishing on this looks really well. I'm just going to go really quickly about this gun, because this video is actually about something else. So in the box we've got the magazine. I think that's the hop-up tool, and got a safety manual of some sorts. So you can actually download the manual online. Seems like manufacturers are doing that more often nowadays. Got the magazine with the extended base plates. I personally really like these. These are really cool, and you can see that the fill valve has been moved up there, so for a little bit more realism. And you've got the Sig logo there. So let's take a look here. So overall, the finishing is very nice, very beautiful, very good matte finish. The polymer on the VFC OEMs are great, and this particular unit is fully licensed and fully trademarked. So you can see here, Sig Sauer P320, the M17 model, and on this side we've got the 9mm x 19, and what's that say, Newington in the US. I'm assuming that's where it's manufactured. The bottom, you see that it's Cal 6mm BB, just identified as a airsoft pistol. So Sig Sauer here, it's got the unique serial numbers as well on a plate. I find that quite a nice touch. Pull that up and lock. We've got the slide lock, which is ambidextrous, both on the right and the left. You've got the safety. So by pushing it up, it's on the left and the right, so it's an ambidextrous safety. So the Mac release is only on one side, but you can actually flip it around, and it's fairly simple to do so. So we'll show you that soon. So on the top here, we've got the basically the rear sight with the plate attached. So if you remove that, you can actually put on a RMR optic. So very handy. Let's just pull that so you can see here with the recoil guide. You can turn that, and that adjusts the hop up. So very convenient. And let's pull that lever down, and the slide comes off. It's easy as that. See that design? It's fairly simple. See the hop up adjustments. The FCU here. The lower half is actually really light, so that's kind of cool. It kind of resembles a striker-fired pistol. whereas the lower grip is actually a lot lighter. So putting it back, very simple, and let's just give that a go. So it locks back. You can see that the standard mag base, very nice touch. So it's flush with the grip. So that's really cool. So let's put it up here. So with the additional mags, they come in the packaging as such. The green gas model. Oops. So this one I've opened before. Let's use this one here. Okay, so same, comes with the plastic wrap and got the magazine. So very simple packaging, but it's pretty good actually. So let's just put these aside. So today, this video is all about this thing here. So that is the Flux kit for the M17, which turns it into a MP17. So this is really cool. If you guys don't know about that, it basically converts your unit, your M17 unit, into a carbine pistol, a PCC, I guess. Well, anyway, let's go check it out. So inside the box, you've got the menu, some, what do you call this actually? Bubble wrap. Man, it's a bit late. I'm getting a bit tired, getting a bit confused, but here you go. So that's the MP17 kit. So it's really cool. Flux defense. Got the American flag. So most of you will notice that this particular unit is 3D printed. Fun fact, the real Flux kit is actually 3D printed as well, but you can, like from what I can see here, the quality is really good. I'm assuming it's some sort of nylon material. So on the top here, we've got a universal plate for RMR and MRDS, I'm assuming. So that's steel. We've got the bar here, let's remove that. And we've got the pistol brace. And this particular brace is actually activated with this lever here. Pop that open. Awesome. Maybe I'll reset that. See if I can get that to there we go, spring into action. And that's really cool. You've got the QD sling mount here. So these metal bits are all actually steel. Very cool. So I actually got this from EB Airsoft. So they sorted this out for me, and thank you guys. I've been really excited when I first saw this being launched. So this particular unit is actually quite easy to assemble. So let's show you real quick. There's only a few steps involved in this. Comes with A and B, and this little lever or safety guard, and that is pretty much all that's in the box. Now the instructions are really straightforward. So there's literally 6 steps here, and that is it. So let's give that a try and let's get into that. Let's try and assemble that. So we're trying to assemble this MP17 kit, and let me just go by these steps. So the first step, it says press the brace release lever and uninstall the release lever. So basically you just need to pop this out, which is the pistol brace stock, and second step, uninstall the release lever. I'm just assuming it's this piece here, and this piece here. So basically this kind of slides out, and that's your release lever. Now third step is to take your FCU out from the pistol. So let's get into that. Pressing forward the trigger and rotate down and in. Install the takedown lever. Okay, so let's grab that M17. So this is actually fairly simple. I think the FCU design is just ingenious, and so it's the takedown lever. So let me just show you real quick. So back in the 226s, they had a little, like a bearing of some sort. Some of them have a little spring, like the XDM. Those tend to break, and or you tend to lose them while taking these down. So this particular design is basically quite clever because it's actually held in by the outer barrel itself. So lever comes out and there's no other parts. So that is just ingenious. Now to take the FCU, there is actually no screws that holds it down, or pins. So what's actually holding the FCU down is this takedown lever. So to take that out, we're just gonna pull it out from the front. As you can see, this comes out. And by pulling the trigger, we can kind of slide the back out, and that's the whole firing control unit. And I can see that, oh yeah, so basically that serial number is engraved on that FCU, and that's what we're seeing on that grip right there. So very, very interesting design. So let's put that onto the FLUX kit. So by pressing forward the trigger, rotate and in. So I'm assuming you would probably have to push that trigger. Yep, and it kind of goes in, but we have to push that down from the rear, and it sits right in. Pop that takedown lever right in. That's done. That's really simple. So that's step 4 completed. Step 5, install the fixing piece on the left with screw A. So what it means is this particular piece. So the kit actually comes with some Allen keys or hex keys. So we're going to install the fixing piece onto the side here. So let's have a look. I'm assuming it goes in as such. There we go, easy as. And screw set A, so we're going to put those on. Just going to lie that flat. Find the appropriate hex key for it. Oops. Just fumbling around. Put one in here. So we're gonna do a like a cross hatch tightening with these. Okay, so that's step 5 completed. Let's have a look. So step 6 is to install the release lever back in, and essentially we'll just pop that in. So that just kind of slides underneath right here, I believe. Yeah, right here. Am I getting it right? Or is it here? Ah, so it's right here. And it should slide underneath this particular lever here. So you can see that there. Okay, awesome. So now that's there. Let's go to step 7, install the fixing piece on the right. So this piece here. So this particular one came with this little rotating, actually that's a little grub screw, very long grub screw. So that's already on. So that actually secures that lever in place right there. Just gonna slide that on. and I believe that could be later adjusted with a hex key. So let's put these screws on, and they actually have different lengths. So luckily the menu was actually really clear. So 10 mil on this one here on the rear. Oh no, from the front. Okay, so 10 mil on the front. So the longest one is a 10 mil. The second longest one is a 8 mil, which is this one here, and the rest are all 6 mil screws. So these ones here. Oh, sorry, 3 mil screws here. So the 6 mil is actually the grub screw, which is this one here. So if you do lose that, at least they give you the length. So that's quite convenient. Let's get those installed. I'll put this one here, which is a 10 mil. I'll just lie that flat, sorry. Should be this one. Cool. So these screws, you can see that they're different. They're not machine screws, so I'm assuming when you tighten that in, it's going to lock it into place. I wouldn't attempt to disassemble it too much. So here it goes. Just lock that in. Sorry, I'm a bit confused. Let me have a quick look. So 10 mil screw goes here. 8 mil screw goes here, 6 mil, and then 3 mil, which is this tiny one, and then 6 mil again. So I can only see these screws, which doesn't look like a 6 mil, but I could be wrong. But this one definitely is in a 3 mil, which is a machine screw. So I'm assuming that was a mistake. I can see that's actually quite a long grub screw. But in any case, let's just get that sorted for now. I can see the consistency with the 6 mil, which is 1, 2, and 3. So I've got 3 screws of the same length. I'm assuming it's these ones here. Okay, unless they gave me the wrong screws, which is quite funny. Let's put those on. That seems okay. We'll know it when it flies apart. Last one here. They're actually holding it quite well in place, so you can see that that metal piece is being held down. Right. Okay. Now that it's all installed, it's quite convenient. All right. So step 8, we're gonna install the Mac release. So this one, I actually had to look online. Surprisingly, I actually found a video of a real P20, and seems like the takedown is exactly the same. So that's quite interesting. So quite a genius design actually. So let me show you how to take this down. Basically, when you push the release button on the very other side, you should see a little hole on the side of the Mac release. Don't know if I can see that on camera. Let's maybe angle it with the light. You can see that little hole. In any case, if you find a hex key that's small enough to kind of fit in, you technically should push it and let's use something a little bit smaller. So it's a little hole in the side where you kind of push it in, and you can actually kind of wiggle a piece out, so you guys can see. Don't know if you can capture that on the camera. Yeah, so that's kind of popped out, and when that pops out, you can just pull it out. Now on this other side, you can see that the Mac release will pop out along with a tiny spring. Make sure you don't lose that, and that's it. 3 parts for your Mac release. So that's very convenient. You can see that there on the table. So it's pretty much just 1, 2, and 3. So let me just show you the assembly. So essentially that little spring sits right here on the Mac release, and you get that little indent that slides in as such, and you see that little clip there, kind of just holds it in place. So quite a smart design, very simple. Let's put that in. So first things first is to put that spring onto that mac release. So I'm right-handed, I'm gonna put it back in the same configuration. So if you need to swap it around because you're left-handed, that's basically how you do it. So we're just gonna pop that on. So facing upwards because that's where the spring is. Push that there and I'll slide. If you can see that there, I'll slide that piece on and push. And that's it. That's your mac release right there. Very simple. All right, now step 8 is install the slide set, which is this piece. So forgot to mention that since we pulled that trigger, hammer point needs to go down and the reset lever. So that's all down. We'll just slide that slide on and just make sure you don't force it. There we go. Takes a bit of play. Probably with the takedown release. Let's press that again. Double check, double check. Okay, so let's remove that takedown lever, double check to see if it's that. Oh, it is a takedown lever, so let's pop that in again. See if the takedown lever is actually aligned. It could be just that. Okay, let's take a short break and let's see if what the problem is. Okay, so we found what the problem was. Hilariously, it was just the screw here. So I don't know if you can see it there. I'm just gonna show you real quick. But if you put that screw in, you can see that takedown lever is now sticking out, and that was preventing the outer barrel from going in. So for some weird reason, they've requested me to put on the instruction manual to put this particular screw, which is the 8mm length, onto this particular side of the rail piece, which seems to be actually affecting it. So now that I've just moved that screw out, we might have to swap those around. Slide goes in without any issue. So all functions should work. So we'll just do a quick check. So we've got that takedown lever pushed up, got that slide release working. Let's just push that down, and we're gonna check if the safety works, even though I don't think you'll be engaging it on this. Yep, push it down, click. Yep, reset works. So that's all done. It was just this tiny screw here. So if you're having similar issues, we're gonna assume it's that. I have no idea why. So quick update. I've swapped the screws around. We've put the so-called 6mm screw, 8mm screw. We've put the 8mm screw from here to here, so it doesn't push the takedown lever anymore, and seems to be holding pretty well. So we've just kind of swapped that around, and it's now sitting flush. So that's really good. Another quick update is on that pistol brace. I don't know if you've seen the Flux MP17 videos. They actually fully extend out and they kind of lock in place. So this particular one doesn't go all the way. So I'll just show you a quick demo, and you kind of have to pull it to lock it. So that's just a little minor thing, but I think that's actually fine because you could just go maybe in a downwards position. Oh yep, so that kind of works with gravity, and whoa, that's quite stiff. Ah, there we go. Or maybe I was pushing on the lever. Let's try that again. Bang. Cool. So that's really cool. Now, let's give it a quick check. I've got some gas here, I believe. check that it's empty of rounds. No BBs there. All right. Okay, so that's good. So let's give that a function check. That is really cool. All right, now, the front compartment is actually for a backup magazine. The issue with this is it's actually retained with these two pieces here by friction, which means there's actually no push button. So if you actually put a magazine in, just for demonstration's sake, you're not going to be able to remove it unless you actually physically force it, which is quite hard. So I'm just going to leave it in there as a foregrip. And if you need to actually remove it without damaging it, you would actually have to apply both sides to actually release it. Unfortunately, this is generation 1. I believe generation 2 they implemented a Mac release on the side. So that is looking really, really awesome. And we can put a RMR or a MRDS on there. And that's essentially what it looks like. Let's take it out and just shoot it.